So today I thought I'd do a quick write-up on the Mirai box from hackthebox.eu, which is the first box I've ever challenged on Hack the Box, and I really overthought this. So as you can see, our nmap just finished, and we see SSH is open, DNS mask, and a web server. And if we look these up in Searchsploit, we'll see that everything here seems solid except this, which has a number of RCs and information disclosures courtesy of Google. Now, these were complicated and they're deployed as denial of service proof of concepts on GitHub as far as I could tell. And judging by how easy this box was rated, I immediately thought, while this would probably work, it's probably way too much work. So there's probably an easier way. But I still overthought it. So over here we have Deerbuster going, and it has not yet found anything, but it does eventually find admin. And we log in and we see that, oh look, it's a add sinkhole on a Raspberry Pi. And we see a login page, and do we get lucky with just admin? No. What about password? Similarly, no. And you can actually reset the password, but it has to be done on the Pi itself, so that doesn't really help us. So, still overthinking it and not really taking the title of the box to heart yet. I proxied it, found the post to the login page, and then tried in both Intruder, using the Mirai password list, that's 61 passwords, and RockU because it's 2011. And I'll spoil it for you now. Of course that doesn't work. So the next thing I tried was SQL map, injecting on the password parameter here. Of course that doesn't find anything. And at this point, while I was waiting for these to happen, I went and double checked what Mirai was about. I knew it was something simple, but I couldn't quite remember what was so simple about it. And then after reading a couple articles, I remembered or relearned that yes, it just spread through default creds. So I tried Hydra. Whoops. And that also doesn't work. So initially I interpreted the title Mirai as, oh, this machine must be vulnerable to Mirai. It's not. It's actually the same kind of idea, it's just not one of the default passwords that's in Mirai. And then, only then do I actually realize, oh wait, this is a Pi. So, if this is a default password thing, then the password is going to be username Pi, password on a Raspberry Pi. And of course, now we've one user, and they'll be on the desktop, of course. Yeah, and there's user.txt. Now, root was also super easy in principle because Pi is in the sudoers list. So, ta-da, you have root. But oh no, there's no root.txt if we actually go to root. And apparently it's been deleted, but we see the lost and found folder there, which is where FSCK will put any lost files or any abandoned inodes it finds and then you have to do some magic to recover it. But it's empty. And no matter what I do with FSCK, I couldn't something like that or found a script online and then uploaded it, but I didn't feel like that was the right way, and I want it to be, you know, at least mostly the intentional way. So now so it doesn't actually show you, you can find the root hash from root.txt in here somewhere, right? So here you see lost and found and the root.txt, which has now disappeared, and then later on, just in plain ASCII, you can find the root hash, and it's pretty obvious because it doesn't look like garbage like this. And that's all there is to it. It was really simple, and I overthought the shit out of it, and broke out the big guns for basically no reason. So always take the title of the box into deep consideration before you start throwing tools at it.